Welcome to episode 2 of Emulating Pelé. Thank you so much for all the support on episode 1. All the likes, all the supportive comments really does mean a lot to me. And you guys are always going to outweigh any hate or negativity from losers out there. So thank you so much to you guys. If you haven't checked out episode 1, head on over, give it a watch, and you can find out which players were selected for this series. Also check out episode 1 of Emulating Sir Alex Ferguson if you haven't done so already, and also episode 2 will be up an hour after this one goes live, so you can go over and watch that as well if you're interested. So I said I would upload the database to Steam if episode 1 got 200 likes. We absolutely blitzed that, so well done guys. I will upload that and put it in the description below for you to click on and download, subscribe, and you can play on that yourself. Now, the English players, for whatever reason, like I said in episode 1, do not appear on the game. I don't know if that must be some sort of bug. I've had a couple other people say that. So what I've done is I've made some of the English players that weren't working, I've made them from Luxembourg and given them second nationality of English, meaning that they probably will select England if they're good enough. So it's not the end of the world. But you can always use the in-game editor yourself to change the nationality if you have that downloaded. Now, I did say in episode 1 that I would holiday one season into the future, but usually when I do that, we've got half the players not at clubs. So what I've decided to do is holiday 2 seasons, and we're going to hopefully see everyone at a club. If I just quickly click on general info for you, we can see everyone has a club after 2 seasons, so that is fantastic. And what I'm going to do in this episode, we're going to look down the list, see where everyone is. In each episode we will focus on different players. We won't focus on every single one in detail because the episodes will be so long if I do that. But we'll look at the key facts, how many goals they've scored, their value, etc. So we'll go from, we'll just look down the list. You can pause it and see where certain players are. Some will be on loan at certain teams, you will notice. But they're all at pretty big clubs. I've loaded the main European leagues, the top divisions in each country. And obviously all the nations, a lot of nations are loaded, so I could actually select these players. But we'll look at value to start with. See who's worth the most. Alex MBB plays for Schalke. He's worth 11.75 million. And then Ryan Micallef just behind, worth 11 million. And Skippy at Dortmund is worth 10.75 million. Look at contract. Who's on the biggest contract at the moment? We've got Alex, he's on that as well. 59k a week already. And then is Mads Knudsen on 19,500. So the Danish centre-back earning plenty of money. But let's focus on this guy, because he has been, well, he's got 3 goals in 6 games for Holland already. He's only 18. That is very impressive. Played a few games for the under-21s as well. Obviously worth a hell of a lot. He's at Schalke. Let's look at his career stats so far. So he was actually at PSV. Obviously moved there on a free at the start of the game. Had a very good season with them. They developed him, obviously with an impressive youth system, but he was playing in the first team. And then Schalke came in and bought him for £9 million. So a very impressive start to his career. You can see sort of statistics here. He's probably, he won the Dutch league with PSV before moving to Schalke. So he's already got some sort of league title under his belt, which is fantastic. So let's look at the international statistics then. Who's got the most caps? So it's Kai Harrop for St. Kitts and Nevis. He's also got 4 goals for them. And then it's Ali Abdul for Kuwait, 16 caps. And then Alfredo Garcia with 15 for Gibraltar, and I worked the space with 15. But look at that goal tally, 17 goals in 15 games for India. Obviously, India aren't particularly strong on the world scene at football. Anas Rama has decided to play for India as well. He's actually, first nationality is Sri Lankan, but he has selected to play for India, his second nationality, and he's got 12 caps. So India, I guess those are the 2 best players. Oh no, Danny Bath is the top player apparently for India, a Wolves player. But yeah, they're 108th in the world. They've certainly risen since Work the Space has come along, and Anas Rama. So the Indian Ronaldo is working his magic. He's at Zenit. He's worth 1.4 million, earning £675 a week. Not in the first team. He's only just moved there. But Yeah, he's really helped India rise up the rankings, hasn't he? Who else are up here then in terms of caps? We've got myself, 12 caps for Faroe Islands, 2 goals. Dwayne Flanagan has 13 caps for Northern Ireland. Dan Still, 12 caps for Andorra. Plenty of caps there. Some players don't have caps yet because probably they're at the bigger nations. But I'm sure most people will have youth caps that haven't played for the first team. 15 caps each for Danileo Skripchenko and 15 for Wan Habo as well in South Korea. He's actually scored 19 goals in 15 games at youth level. That is very impressive from him. He's at an Avant de Gelungamp, this team in France in League 1. They've got Ronald Koeman in charge. And he moved from Jeju in the K-League after a very impressive season, and he's done quite well. 11 goals this season in 34 games overall. That's not bad at all for the 18-year-old. Baked Benz has quite a few youth caps with Switzerland as well. So we'll just quickly look down the players. We're going from goalkeepers downwards here, but you can see the sort of teams are at. We've got Full-Time FM at Watford and Procrastinator FM at Leicester. Matt Jones, the Northern Irish goalkeeper, is at Stoke. Football Manager HD is at PSV. Dutch clip teams always seem to be a popular choice for players to move to on these sort of series. Todward Hera Ramato did comment on the last video saying he thought he was a left back. He is actually a left back, but he's been trained up as a right back as well. I put him as a left back in the editor, but he's come out as a right back and a left back, maybe because he's either footed, and he's actually more competent at a right back now than a left back for whatever reason. 4 caps for Ireland as well, so he's doing well. So Jamarin Karome's at Bayern Munich, so that's a huge team to be at to start with. The German, very impressive. Look at where he can play, all the way down the middle. He's going to be a star, but his best position is centre-back by the looks of it. So we'll see if he turns into that, or he maybe turns into something else. We'll have to see. Ryan Bray's at Arsenal. We've got Percy Persevillian is at Manchester City. So big team to go to. He's decided to play for Scotland rather than Iceland. So you Scottish guys out there should be happy about him playing for you. Paul Wanless has probably elected to play for England. Yes, he has. Under 21s, 10 caps, rather than playing for Norway, which is his second nationality. He's at Bournemouth. I've got myself playing at Liverpool. Also doing very well for the Faroe Islands. And playing quite a few games for Liverpool. Not a great average rating though. I've been trained up, I did notice, that I've been trained up as a centre attacking midfielder as well, even though I'm really a right back, but for whatever reason, Liverpool have decided to train me up there. Let's go down. We've got Skippy at Dortmund like we saw, Janu Hanklauk's at Schalke, there's a couple players at Schalke. Matt Howitt's at Chelsea, let's have a quick look at him. England under 21 international, 4 caps for England. I assume he won't really be playing for Chelsea. He's playing for the under-21s. Played 5 league games in his first season though. That is very impressive. So they put the faith in him. But this season, no games in the first team. But loads of games for the under-21s. Lots of goals as well from him. Let's keep going down. We've got Danny Welle, the Finnish attacking player, is at Arsenal. Mitchell Katoni is at Galatasaray. Leon is at Stuttgart. Alfredo Garcia is at PSG. So Gibraltar playing for PSG. 2 goals in 15 games for Gibraltar. Let's have a look at them. They don't have a world ranking. But he's their top player already. And has been at PSG his whole career so far for the 2 seasons. Played quite a few games for them actually, which is impressive to get into that team. Let's keep going down. We've got Sir Pelé Ferguson playing for Newcastle, and Sam Lewis, English striker, is playing for Manchester City. That 20 finishing is really going to be very useful for him. Has only made one sub appearance, been on loan at Watford this season. And the other Brazilian, Fabricio Statsna, is at Tripolis. So, that is pretty much it for this episode 2. Please leave a like for the episode. please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. So we've been down the list, we've seen where everyone is. Maybe in the comment section below, let me know your player, where you are, if you want to move on, or if you're happy with the club you're at. Also, the player that you're supporting, if you're not in the series, maybe show your support for your player. Let me know your thoughts about him, where you think he's going to go. Now, if you want to see if any of these players are managed by our Emulating Sir Alex Ferguson managers, head on over and check out that series, and you can see maybe we'll have some of the managers managing some of these players in the future, or perhaps internationally as well, managing them. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Means a lot, the support for this series. I really hope you enjoy it. I will go into more detail for certain players as we go through the series, as they develop into really strong players. We're hoping that a lot of them will become world class. I'm really hoping we get a Ballon d'Or winner, so maybe let me know your predictions for that, who will win that, in the comment section below as well. But until next time, have a good day, have a good week.